Well, I just made a video on the power washer. Let's go to this little John Deere. Somebody might be interested in it. The old lady told me I had 20 minutes before she had dinner ready for me. So let's pop in here. Let's start this thing.
Click away.
I had it started earlier, so it's warmed up. Getting ready for snow. That's the old business there. Sold it. Sold it to some grateful bastard that bought it. I think he's still running a few of the accounts I had, but pretty much wasted everything else. Now this thing is one tight damn fit. I don't even know if it fits. I'm gonna set the phone, not look through it, look what the hell I'm doing. Son of a bitch, that's tight. So I thought I'd had it in here before. I ain't got that good eyes. Now, get that thing angled all the way. I like the angle on this side here. I got a better vantage point. Plenty of room. Set that down where we can see it. Alright, now set that down. Straighten this thing here out. Oh my. 8-foot grader blade. Probably older than half the people watching this video. But it's heavy and it creates a lot of weight. Let's turn these lights off. John Deere 4720. I think they're rated at 50 to 60 horsepower, but the hydrostat you lose. You lose probably 20% of your actual power just to run the pump. That's a hell of a snow machine. That grader blade, I couldn't even tell you what brand it is. I painted it John Deere green and put that sticker on it. It's an oldie but goodie. It's got several adjustments on it. Yeah, it's a good one. This here is a ProTech 8-foot push box. I don't really think you could tear it up. I've ran it several years on a skid steer, and I used a skid steer not near enough, so I sold it and got this John Deere. That there has probably been the best thing I've ever bought. Had a few leaks here and there, but nothing major. I love it. This box on a bad heavy snow, a little heavy. Black paint's where I painted my fence, overspray. It's a little heavy. The John Deere does struggle. We had about 12-inch snow, and I had to bust out a parking lot, and it was on a slight slope for the drainage, and it struggled. But other than that, it does pretty good. 14, 15 mile an hour down the road. Try not to trailer it because I just don't want to get my trailer in the salt. So it's easier just to drive it. Hell of a tractor. I end up putting this Power Beyond kit, which has continuous flow. So if you want to run a log splitter or anything else with its own power, but basically all it does is takes the flow out of the transmission, runs it through here. Never operate it with an unhook because you will probably fuck a lot of shit up. But you unhook this quick connect, hook it to your log splitter, and then where is that little guy? It's right here. Yeah, there's a fitting right here, so you plug it in there, and that's where the return goes. So you're just creating a cycle, and then you rob the hydraulic flow to run your log splitter or whatnot. I put the skid steer quick attach Don't know why, but the paint quality on all that stuff sucked. Flaked off, rusty. But great machine. I love it. I mean, I spray with it, I grade with it, I put a lot of yards in with it. We're getting ready to take that roof off and clean out the air filtration system. The guy that works on it told me that it needs to come off. It's full of dirt. The AC and the heat probably don't work as efficient. Shouldn't be too bad a job. I've had a leak on the axle somewhere, maybe right here. But anyways, he fixed that. Now I've noticed I got another leak somewhere down in here. He's gonna come look at that. I don't think I have 2,000 hours on it, but I might. Maybe 1,500 to 17. Man, it will run a 7-foot bush hog, and I promise you, nothing will slow it down other than steel. Even in rocks, I mean, it's unbelievable how much power this thing has. You can run, I mean, I've ran a 5-foot bush hog in front of a skid steer that had 80 horsepower hydraulically, and it's just unbelievable. This thing is a beast. It would take me a lot to buy a Kubota or New Holland or Case or some other hydrostat tractor in this class to do what this thing does. It will not, absolutely positively will not lift a 2,000 pound skid. It will rock it back and move it, but it won't pick it up. If you take 5 bags off of it, rock it back a little, it'll pick it up like this, and then you can set and level it and push it on the truck. So the drawbacks, I really wish the machine, I mean, it's kind of a cross between a skid steer tractor, so I really wish it had some kind of a shorter loader arm, a little closer to the tractor, which a little beefier version. If they'd make a commercial grade like this grade, and then the commercial grade with a heavier loader, more lift capacity, and maybe just a heavier front axle, that would be more in complaint. It is kind of tippy, I will tell you that. If you get a heavy load on there, and you know, I mean, you got to use some common sense. I did end up moving the tires out. I think we end up flipping them side to side and rotating the inner dish to get it a little wider stance, which helped a lot because the way it came factory kind of sucked. So right now it's about 72 inches wide. I mean, a 6-foot seater, it covers those tracks up. So great machine, great power. I mean, it doesn't hold a whole lot of fuel, so you'll burn through a tank a day if you're working it hard. You might need a little bit extra to get you through the day. I've only got one hydraulic outlet or spool, whatever you guys call it, out the back, and then just a 3-point lever. It's got room for one more. I did make some hoses that I can take the loader off of, and the hay rake only needs one, so I just leave it on there, plug it in, and use the float feature on that front or mid hydraulic, or whatever you want to call it, and it's just hanging out there till next year. So great machine, John Deere 4720. It'd be nice to have adjustable ends here. Kind of oh man, I've fought trying to get some implements on. Got a quick hitch for it. I decided not to use it this year on this. Try to get that weight a little closer. 8-foot grader blade. It's all I use it for is snow. There's no way this tractor has enough power to use this in dirt. I mean, you can, you just can't let it eat. ProTech, I don't think you can really hurt this with the tractor. It's going to do more damage to loader arms than it will that, but never replace that rubber on that. I've about maxed it out. I think I'm going to try to get this year out of it, and then it's going to be time to replace it. But yeah, it does the job. I mean, 85 to 90% of the time that box is perfect for this tractor. Sometimes those big ones, a 6-foot box may be better suited for the weight, but hell, that grader blade weighs 1,500 pounds, so I got the wheel weights on it, which helps. Great tractor. Got the cruise control on it right there. I had to put those on there, didn't have it when I bought it. It'll run 14 mile an hour, which on a smooth road you'd like to go faster if you're gonna go very far, but I trailer it pretty much everywhere, so. Any questions, let me know.